Hi, I'm Rickie.
And I'm Laura.
And we are MTV News presenters. We're right here, right now at the MTV HQ in central London.
And we feel when it comes to climate change, it's everyone's responsibility to make the link and be the change.
I chose to get involved in this climate change campaign because I think it's very important for our planet that we take climate change very seriously. And I think if everybody does their very small little bit towards climate change, we can all make a big difference.
I think as well that it's something that affects everybody. It's not just one person, it's not just heads of state, it's everyone. Doesn't matter what age you are, it doesn't matter what country you live in, whether you're wealthy, poor, it's something that affects everyone, and it affects me, it affects Rickie, it affects anyone watching this at home. So I think it's so important for everyone to be involved, and I'm happy to be involved in this.
Well, firstly, I think we can easily
say climate change is happening. We can witness it. It's not just something that's happening far away. I see it every day. We feel the weather is all over the place.
Yep.
You can see in the Arctic that sea levels are rising,
yep.
Snow caps are melting.
Yep.
So it's happening. I hope 2009 is going to be eco-friendly. I think everyone is really aware of it now, and
I think I saw a big shift in public awareness last year about climate change. I think it kind of went up a notch. So I think off the back of last year, I think people are actually going to start getting involved in a lot more eco-friendly activities. Hopefully, like just recycling and switching off your electrical appliances to make sure they're not on standby, and little things like that. I've seen a lot on TV and in adverts. And
little things as well, like when I go to the supermarket, they don't have plastic bags out anymore.
Yep.
When I go back home in Ireland, they've been gone for a while now, but now I've noticed they're not out there, so you don't go to get one. I always bring my own bags.
Yep.
Things like that you just notice around your communities that definitely show that we're becoming more conscientious.
I do not drive because I live in central London, but also because I like to be eco-friendly.
That's fine. If I gave you a car now, would you take it?
I wouldn't take it. I don't need a car. I mean, there's fumes and stuff. No, I don't drive at the moment, I don't drive, so I'm doing my bit. I see that as doing a little bit for the environment.
I had a car back home in Dublin, which I shared with my mom because we used to have 2 cars, and then we realised there's no need for us to have 2 cars. We ended up getting 1, but now I don't use it anymore because I'm over here. But I honestly used to be really bad. Once I got the car, I used to drive to the shop, which I could walk to, and I really noticed how bad I was, not just lazy health-wise, but there was no need. I could just walk to the shops. And now since coming to London, there's no need you don't need to have a car. You can walk, you don't even need to get the tube, you can walk places. And
you started walking a lot.
I'm a walker now.
Laura walks everywhere, walks on canals and all sorts.
Everywhere. Because when I first came to London, I didn't know where anything was. I was getting tubes everywhere, and then one day I realised there's no need to be getting taxis or tubes or buses when you can just walk, and it's better for your health as well. I did when I was little. I did when I was younger in school. We had campaigns where you plant trees. But I have to say, in the last 5 years, I probably haven't planted a tree.
Not in my adult life, I haven't planted a tree, but like
we should plant a tree.
Should we do one? Should we plant one in the MTV garden?
Yeah.
We don't have it though.
We don't have a garden.
We have some greenery area around the back by the canal. Let's plant one out there.
Let's plant a tree.
Okay, let's do it. My favourite environmental song is, I can see the video now, Michael Jackson, Earth Song. I think that's...
I'm going to rob that as well. That's a good one. That's old school. That's a long time ago. I've been quite young watching that. And that was probably one of the first times I realised everything that was going on. Not just seals being killed, or it was just one of these things like, oh my god, that video is so powerful. And I was quite young. I think that was the first one that really hit me, this whole climate change. I
was going to say Bono. Bono seems to be the person that's
probably the loudest, most vocal,
at the forefront of eco-friendly projects. He's done like a load of concerts and a load of great initiatives that are kind of like looking specifically at climate change. So, Bono.
But as well, a lot of heads of state actually listen to him as well. This one person, and for young people and adults to listen to one person, I think is amazing.
I think it's because he's part of one of the biggest bands on the planet, so they've realised that he can reach a lot of people, right?
Yeah.
So it's good that he's got a voice for people that are interested in stuff like that.
There are a few out there, I'd say.
It's a bit of a weird one because you get artists that might say that they're very eco-friendly, but then they might
Don't know what that means.
Yeah, or they might, they've got to promote their albums and stuff, so they'll be jetting all over the place, which means their carbon footprint's going to be quite high. So it swings and roundabouts. I think they might do a lot to help, but they might also do a lot to kind of hinder the cause as well. So without putting anybody in the spotlight, I think there's probably a lot of them that are doing a lot of work, but also maybe doing a bit of damage as well.
Oh God, that's a tough one. I don't know what to do with that. You probably could do it. It's fun because sometimes you have all these big events that are campaigning and promoting for us to be more eco-friendly, and then you're kind of thinking, hold on a second, how much power was used just for that one set?
Yeah.
So, be it energy saving, I don't know, energy saving instruments, energy saving lights.
Drum pack, whatever.
Recyclable clothes, they could wear, biodegradable clothes, maybe not.
I recently heard that a group of high-profile actors,
Emma Thompson and all,
bought up a whole load of land so they couldn't build a fifth runway. Yeah. And I heard that, I thought that was an amazing and a really good idea because it's one of the biggest airports on the planet. So I don't think they really need to make it any bigger than it already is. I think
it's just the fact that it's affecting people's community. People live there, and it's just sometimes people look at the big picture and like, oh, money, more money coming in. But you have to look at people individually and how it's affecting them and their families, people's feelings, people's homes.
Yeah, I mean they've just opened up a new terminal, haven't they? So they don't really need to.
There was some issues with that as well. So I think we're okay what we have at the moment.
I think it's all about the small things. I think when people sometimes think about being eco-friendly, they think that they've got to change their lives drastically. But I think if everyone does just really small things, just like I said before, like taking off your TV off standby or your stereo, or not turning the tap on while you're brushing your teeth, and little things like that will make a big difference. I think if everybody does a little bit across the whole planet, it's going to be have a massive effect. So something small can happen.
It's like that old saying, watch the pennies and the pounds look after themselves. So it is so.
Brilliant sayings as well.
I know, I'm all about the cliche sayings, but it's true. It's like little things, and it's not just the responsibility of the heads of government. It's everyone's responsibility. And things like don't be taking an extra plastic bag, and you're in bed watching TV at night and get up out of bed and turn off the TV. I know it's nice just to press the standby, but you can do that. I find that hard to do, but especially in this cold weather at the moment. But things like that, carpooling, if you're going to school, if someone down the road is getting a lift, asking you to get a lift with them, little things like that.
Right, thank you.